Cat's making some noise.
Yeah.
Let's roll. I'm ready.
You ready? Well, I can't see it yet. I'm trying to. No?
I know we're good over there.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I just
All right, let's roll.
Oh, Hitchhiker said hi. Mosh said hi. Hello, everybody.
Let's go. All right, we're in.
All right.
All right, hello. Welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Hopefully everyone is well. First and foremost, updates from everyone. I'm curious about India as well. So what's up, Hitchhiker? But big news to start off the show. Big news. So this is a drum roll type moment, but I'm going to let Carla announce the big news.
Oh, with Jonathan, our son, the oldest one, he just found out today that he was accepted to the Air Force Academy. So, yeah, it's great news. I already cried earlier, so I can't cry anymore. We're all happy for him, something he always wanted to do, be a pilot. And what can I say? I'm proud of him. Yeah. We're all proud of him.
So, mama of 5 kids, the oldest boy, Jonathan, who I've been tough on for a very long time. I think the toughness paid off. He was extended an entrance to the Air Force Academy in Colorado beginning the fall of next year. So he will take off to Colorado, I think, in June and do big things, hopefully.
Well, depending what happens here, right? Because even they're on lockdown, I heard.
I think where there's a will, there's a way. And I think by the fall, I think we will be well on our way back to normal.
I hope so. But yeah, great news. And he just had set the standard pretty high for his siblings. So Christopher would be next in line 2 years from now. And then
3 more behind it.
And then 3 more. Lily will be training full-time in tennis. Her goal is, or our goal, I should say, is Division I tennis.
We'll see.
Otherwise, I don't want less than that.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. If I can do it, she can do it.
Exactly. All right. Before we.
What is he studying? He's studying
aerospace engineering.
Aerospace engineering. Yes.
Yeah. Well, he can play tennis there too as well. They don't give scholarships for tennis.
They have a Division I team, so
but they don't scholarship for it.
No, they don't.
So they don't give scholarships out for it. So he's going there on academics. Well, you don't go there that way. You go by recommendation from your congressman, other letters of recommendation, and your lead up to that point. So he exemplified what it took, and I think only 11% of the applicants get accepted globally that apply there. And he was top of his class, battalion commander in high school for his ROTC. Number 1 high school, or played number 1 on his high school tennis team the last 3 years, and did a phenomenal job. Anyway, deep thought, man. Oldest son going to the Air Force Academy. Let's go!
Hello to all the new people. I've never seen Delabor. Hello, William Chia. Hello, Sakari, Hitchhiker, Jean, Maj, Alex, Rodrigo. Thank you all for the congratulatory comments.
Players box.
And some people already asking, will U.S. Open be canceled?
We're gonna talk about that. We actually are we're gonna discuss what's going on at the U.S. Open on some of the buildings, and maybe you know or maybe you don't know. But we're gonna talk about that. So that's a great mention.
He leaves in June.
Yeah, in June he's adios muchacho. Get out of here. Do big things. Represent. Change the world, bro. That's right.
Oh, from Serbia. Oh, how are you guys in Serbia?
Yes, speaking of Serbia and a list of other countries, before we started the show, we went to our geographical subscribers, and it only gives you a percentage to a certain percentage, and then the other numbers are kind of left out. But in India, Serbia, United Kingdom, Australia, Morocco, Poland, South Africa, Italy, New Zealand, Croatia, Japan, France, and all those are in at 5% or above and who watches. So would love to know where you're at, situation, status.
Sure, I got one here.
And we can't believe too much of what we see. We know that, so we can discuss it here to a certain extent because we kind of get in trouble if we're going too deep into that.
Well, Gene says, hey guys, there's about 1,300 cases here and 5 deaths. That's tough. Yeah, we have more, I think, right now than that.
I don't know. We're over like 120,000 now, or 140,000 or something.
Hopefully, June, everything will be back to normal. I hope so too. Serbia is doing not too badly with regard to the virus. India, 1,500 cases and 35 dead. Okay, so you guys are doing a lot better than we are.
Back to the India thing. Is it like without a doubt being taken care of? Because if that steps out of line there, that's a global catastrophe by the billions. So I'm curious there. It seems to be stagnant around that number. So I'm the most curious about there. That's a major population kind of spot, right?
So Maj said almost 600 cases. They don't do much tests like the USA, and that's why the number is low, 25 deaths, I guess.
Where, in India?
Maj, where you at? I forgot. You told us last time where you were at. 900 in Serbia, 23 dead. US, yeah, we're about 176K. All the big cities are getting hit hard. We live in Alabama. In Mobile right now, there's 43 cases, but
we live on an island offshore.
We live on an island. We have 0 here, but in Mobile, the county we live in is 43. But all of Alabama, we're now at over 900 cases.
Exactly. So
Morocco. So he lives in Morocco.
Okay, so Northern Africa, right?
600 cases in Morocco.
So you have Gene Swart in South Africa, and you have Maj in Morocco, Northern Africa. Spanning a lot of tennis is a wonderful language, right? You got a huge continent, one up there and one down there, because the tennis is doing big things.
Now, Wayne Chia, do you think that the reason we're passing the numbers because maybe China did not give their actual numbers?
No, it's more like I'm sure. No disrespect to anyone from China. China's a great place. I don't have anything against China. I'm just saying it's like comparing apples to oranges. You know, I read so many statistics about comparing what happens here to what happens in China or what happens in South Korea. It's really hard to compare apples to oranges. You have an orange, let's say, in South Korea, and you have, how many millions of people? Like 300 million people, and that's probably an exaggeration, like right in Seoul, or is it 20 million people or 30 million people? I don't recall. But in the U.S., you have like, I don't know, 330 million, 400 million people, and they are spread out across a large area, and there's a lot of, population centers. But when you have a country like, let's say, China, that is, more able to control their population versus a country, whereas if you try to control people too much, they might show up with guns and point them at you. I think it's a different rodeo. So it's a completely different apples to orange comparison.
Sure. Hitchhiker says China's numbers are fudge. And then Wayne Chia says, I think their situation has improved, but I think the numbers are too small, probably because they don't do less testing these days. So what's the great news, Gene, that you have? Oh. And then Hitchhiker says, India only tests if there's symptoms. And I think Rodrigo said something, but he took out the message, so I don't know.
So Gene just mentioned, Gene Swart, young man in South Africa, just mentioned he had good news. Gene has been in this really psychological battle with mom and dad, to say the least. Gene has won 2 prizes from the show.
He can't get them.
But he can't get them because mom and dad don't trust anybody. So we have tried to contact mom and dad and ensure that...
She said she gave me a hug and then the money came. My mom gave me a hug and then the money came through the refund.
Told you.
Okay, good. Awesome.
All right, so the refund has been given.
So I'm a doctor, number of 10 times hair. What? I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. I didn't understand that.
All right, we're going to start and keep reading comments as we go. Here we go. You ready? All right, so I want to begin this show with a quote. Do you have the quote from Michael Figgins?
Yes, I do.
All right, so we're going to start this show with a quote. This quote comes from a gentleman by the name of Michael Figgins. The gentleman is a really top-notch coach, travels internationally with tennis tours, etc., as a fitness trainer. However, used to coach at Balotelli's camp in southern Florida, where Carla trained. Michael Figgins, he was communicating with Carla, not here, but just elsewhere personally. And he shot out a quote to Carla. I don't know if you asked him if you could read it. I don't think it would matter. I think that's just him.
Yeah, he says...
So anyway, this is from Michael Figgins. His company is Big Hit Sports International. Tremendous coach, tennis coach, fitness trainer, the best of the best in the business internationally.
He says, hello, my friend. Hope you and your family are doing okay. The COVID-19 will reveal 2 things about all of us. How vulnerable we are and how strong we are. Stay safe, healthy, and strong.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say it any better. I guess we'll find out long story short, I guess we'll find out how strong we all are or how vulnerable we all are. Stay fit, try to eat well, sleep well, be kind. Everyone's fighting a tough battle. No need to, kind of squabble over the trivial stuff. I don't do much social media outside of this and just sharing it on different things, but I really don't pay too much attention to it. But when I do, it's generally people, bitching about this and bitching about that.
I'm very vocal.
So I could care less. I'd rather chill out with my 5 kids. We just got an old Sony PlayStation 2 I found at a garage sale, and I got this game called Smash Court Pro Tennis 2, and it's like playing like the old Atari game, but you actually have tennis players in a sense. So we've been kind of doing that. So just stay strong, stay healthy, and we'll find out how strong or vulnerable we really are.
So I think Dalibor is a doctor, is what Hitchhiker's saying. Rodrigo says 5K cases in 5,000 cases in Brazil, roughly 200 deaths, but they're not testing everyone. They should, so the actual numbers are higher. And then Zachary says there are 8 crematoriums in China where New York Times called them to ask how many cases are there in China, and they told they've been restrained by China officers to know and reveal anything. I'm sure we all know that.
We can't control the media that well here.
We can't control that, yeah.
Not here. You can't, because if you try it, it'll just get worse.
Yeah.
Hence why I say you can't compare apples to oranges.
True.
So thank you for the quote, Michael Figgins. If you're out there, hopefully you're back in the U.S. at this point.
He is. He's back in Florida.
All right, a couple topics we're going to get into tennis-wise, and we'll keep obviously taking their comments. Everybody's stuck at home. There's like 3/4 of the world is stuck at home. Take the comments. And
Right.
But in case we have dead time, and I don't think we will do that, Wimbledon, in a sense, has been canceled. It's not etched in stone, but let's say I have multiple credible sources, and I'll name those sources that are in essence basically saying it's canceled, and the quotes for what reason and why. The French Open actually was threatened by the ATP, saying in a nutshell that if you do have your French Open that you decided to move without talking to anyone, asshole, then we'll take your points away. So we'll talk about that, and the likelihood of that happening is 100% at this point. Basically, it's a shoo-in. So if the French Open somehow just wants to flip their date and step on everyone else's toes, well, guess what, asshole? Well, you're not getting any points for it. Now who wants to play, huh? Something like that. So a boxing match there, I told you about that. I told you this would happen, 8 shows ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
People are pissed.
So Hitchhiker said French Open should be canceled. And
yeah, agreed.
Wayne Chia said they'll confirm it tomorrow at Wimbledon.
And topic number 3 is, are the WTA and ATP seasons basically over? Can you basically count on the seasons being over at this point? We hope that they're not, obviously, but even if they were, and we're going to talk more about this, even if they were, are you going to travel to them? Wayne Chia out there. Wayne Chia is one of the most kind, most internationally traveled people that I know, that you know. He'll pop up everywhere, like across the world somewhere. Wayne Chia, question for you right off the top. He was supposed to go to Croatia not long ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to go from Singapore to Croatia and didn't go because something about this, right? So if there,
because that's when it started. It just has started. It hadn't hit here yet.
Okay, so let's say Wayne Chia, who's probably up at 4 a.m. right now in Singapore watching this, let's say that he had free tickets, all expenses paid to bring his mother, who I think is in her 80s, I think, right? Something like that. Would you bring your mother for free? Free. Forget about spending $10,000 to get there on a package and your food and your rent, your lodging, your cab, your Uber, whatever it is. If you had it for free, would you take your mom to the International Open of XYZ location, changing planes in 12 international locations to get there for free, much less your savings account? I think it's a fair question.
He said I didn't go because he was afraid of racism, and it's 2 a.m. here.
Racism because of the disease.
Correct.
Because of where it was indicated it came from. So, yeah, I get it's bullshit racism, but I get what he's saying.
Yeah, and Zachary said all Grand Slams should be canceled this year.
Exactly.
He said no way he would take her. No way.
Exactly, he wouldn't take his mother there. My mother lives in a rural county in Baldwin County, Alabama.
She wouldn't even come here.
And she wouldn't even come here, another rural place off the coast of the island.
Yeah.
Or on an island. So it's a no-brainer. You can't expect sponsors either that are the inherent prize money handout groups. You can't expect that they're going to project profit from a tournament in which there are no fans.
It's tough right now to travel anywhere. Even if this stops, I just don't see how we can just say, hey, let's go visit this place. It makes you think. I mean, today we went to the store and I had a friend of mine who we teach her tennis and she's our friend.
Had a mask
on. She had a mask on. And I couldn't even hug her.
I was like, huh?
To tell her the great news I got. I almost hugged her and then I thought about it and I was like, I can't,
And see,
because of what's going on, I can't. I just can't.
And see, my downfall is I'm the type of dude that I walk up to someone. So let's say I set the phone down. So when I don't go up to people and shake hands. I'm like, what's up? Let's get down. That's me, and I just naturally do that. So it's been kind of a weird evolution for me, right?
Yeah.
Been a weird one. All right, topic number one. Wimbledon is in effect canceled. The last time this happened was in World War II. If we don't remember World War II, the Germans, of course, were pushing V2 rockets, lobbing them into London.
Hi, B Savage.
So it's really difficult to play Wimbledon with V2 rockets that, if I remember correctly, the V2 wasn't, kind of navigatable very well. It was kind of like, just get gone and let's just see where you land. Kind of like Saddam's Scuds or something. Synonymous here. But you couldn't have Wimbledon with Scud missiles, V2s falling on your head. So it was canceled then. But fast forward to now, and here we are with this virus deal going down. So is anyone shocked now that this is now coming to pass? Are you shocked?
No.
We talked about this 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way, again, I'm not going to keep talking ad nauseum about this, but there's no way sponsorships are going to pay out the prize money, and no Wimbledon as a sole entity without international backing is going to have the ability to pay the prize money. Therefore, it was null and void from the get-go, and we knew that. It's not rocket science. It's just 101.
What's going to happen to ranking points? I'm pretty sure they'll keep freezing them.
They would have to freeze them at this point. Unless the tennis season stopped and started at the same time, because the points focus are on a 52-week out of the year cycle. And the points continue to accumulate or to reduce based upon the week of the year, whether or not the tournament happens or not. Right. So they would have to freeze. Otherwise, next year, based upon points taken away, whoever won the French would lose what, 2,000 points or 1,000 points if they don't defend.
They can't do that.
They can't. It would be just a huge shift. So I'm assuming they will remain frozen.
Someone said Djokovic and I think Alex Couillard said Djokovic and Sofia would be the players of the year. Yeah, the players they would be.
They would be.
I mean they played a month and change. Yeah. This sucks. It just sucks.
With an asterisk.
It sucks. Right.
From what I have researched, the cheesy Laver Cup. I hate to say that to all you Laver Cup fans. I just think it's a waste of. I don't have the time to watch the cheesiness, but nonetheless, they are still planning on happening. I understand that because it's in the latter part of the year. There is a federation that is backed by Team 8, Roger Federer, and his whole sports management group. I think the USTA might be involved in that. I forget. Don't quote me on that one. I think Tennis Australia might be involved in that. Don't quote me on either two of those. But the aforementioned for sure. So they're more of a private group and not necessarily an international group. Hence why I always say it's kind of exhibitionary. But for 8 players to show up is a lot different than 128 main draw players plus the qualifying players to show up. So I get where that's feasible.
Yeah, Hitchhiker and Maj said it's Laver Cup is just fun.
Yeah, it's a circus.
I guess this year would be if none of the slams happen, right, and none of the major tournaments. I guess Laver Cup would be a good thing for people to see this year, since it's just been a tough time, and it might be something that might bring smiles to a lot of tennis fans. I mean, we have not been. I personally just hate watching reruns. I don't watch them. Someone asked me if I watch other YouTube channels. I don't. I really don't have time. I mean, it's tough. I don't even watch our show back.
Well, I watch some YouTube channels, but generally it's about like physics or science or meteorology. I love the weather, and some tennis stuff. But generally, because we spend so much time preparing it and then talking about it, and then we go out on the courts and teach it, and then we come home and stream rackets. Sometimes we're a little like, okay, enough of tennis right now. Let's restart tomorrow and get back into it. Obviously, it's what we do. We love it. It's tattooed across my body. We were both raised in it, both coach it, both string it, and both have lived it. So we love it. Don't get us wrong, but there is a time and point where we're like, okay, enough.
So, Zarakia, a lot of people have asked us this question, but it's the first time I've seen you on the show. Guys, do you think Federer can win any slam next year if all slams are canceled this year?
Do not.
I say yes. He says no. I think anything is possible. Never say no. Look, we didn't think Jonathan was going to get into the Air Force Academy. It was like the percentage was very low and he got in.
Actually, the probability of getting into Harvard with the proper criterion is a tad bit easier, and it's very difficult to say the least. A tad bit easier than getting into the Air Force Academy, and he did get in. I did not think he would get in, and did. What were you just talking about a second ago that the person mentioned? Do I think Roger Federer will win slams?
Slams, yes.
Not that my body relates to anyone else's body, but I'm not terribly far off from his age. And let me tell you, when I hit my mid-30s, I'm 42 now. When I hit my mid-30s, it was hard. Okay, let's say you're a tennis player. The metaphor or the truth. If you play two or three matches, if you play 2 or 3 matches in one day, and when you're younger, you can play and then you can take a break and you can play again and you can take a break and then you can play again in the same day. So you can get hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Nowadays, though, our mid-30s on, you play one day and the next day you're cold and you can't get hot again for days. With age comes the loss of the ability to stay hot and continuously through 2 weeks and winning 7 matches, best of 5 sets. I do not think for that reason, being a huge Federer fan, believe me, and if they're new, we can go through this whole dilemma, but no one wants to hear that shit
Well,
again.
Wildlife said that basically he can win if the draw comes out good. Draws can't work out in a mysterious way. Federer has a chance.
If he doesn't have to meet...
Federer is a freak of nature, someone said. You cannot compare him with regular people.
What did Tennis Sandgren think about it with 7 match points?
Anything can happen. We can all lose to... Anyone could lose. Look, did you ever think Serena was going to lose to... what was her name? Roberta
Vinci?
Come on, anything can happen. Anything.
I understand that. I think it's a little bit more difficult at 38.
I think his body will be rested, just like Bianca and Andreescu. Their bodies are rested. Yes, I think he can do it.
We'll see. There's a big difference between a 19-year-old Andreescu and a 38-year-old Federer.
Mosh says he always has a chance. Wimbledon the biggest. Look at Australian. He got to the semis playing his worst. It's very tough, but his game can help him out. I like your comment, Mosh.
Like I've told everybody before, though. If I won't bet for monetary reasons, but Carla over the past year and a half has had to dress up like or paint herself up with Novak Djokovic all over. I dressed like a girl. I wore a dress and everything on one of these shows last year. I will make a fun bet with somebody, not monetary, but of something fun, that I will do whatever you want me to do within reason right here. If Federer wins another major. I mean, we're not going anywhere. We do this every day, whether it's on camera or not, in a sense. So we'll be here. But if someone wants to take a fun bet with me and is willing to make a fool of themselves if you lose before he retires, then let me know. I still have an ongoing bet with somebody that Aryna Sabalenka would potentially win a major before Naomi Osaka wins her next one. And I still think I'm on par for that one.
With me. That's not going to happen.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Alex said, who would have thought that Djokovic would have lost to Dennis Istomin at the Australian Open?
Good point.
Wildlife said Federer needs some help for sure, but it happens from time to time.
So what happens if he has to meet? Let's just say he meets Nadal in a semi and Djokovic in the final, like always. He's going to go through both of them.
You never know. Oh my gosh.
All right. Are you going to bet your house on that?
Djokovic lost to Cecchinato in French Open 2018. True, and then he won all these slams back to back.
But the surface is confounding.
One thing about life: never say never. Nothing is impossible.
Can you stand on the sun? Can you go stand on the sun?
I'm not talking about let me go throw myself in lava and I'm gonna come back out fine.
If you did, I'd be like,
I'm talking about never think anything is unreachable just because you're poor or whatever. Anything can happen in life.
I agree.
Anything. Anybody could win a slam. You never know. Bartoli won a slam. Mosquito won a slam.
I agree. I just disagree. Again, I hope so, but I wouldn't bet my house on it. I wouldn't even bet on it at all. I wouldn't even bet one sunflower seed on it.
But Federer has a better chance than, in my opinion, than Zverev, than Medvedev, than Thiem, than who is the other? Tsitsipas? He's got a better chance.
I don't know. I don't know if he has to meet all those back to back.
Never give up. That's right, Alex. Never give up.
I'm not going to.
I'm the type of person I say never say never.
Some of the historical things from Wimbledon. Let's get into the oldest major.
Hey, sister to queen.
Let's go. My poetic.
She said, Federer 21 in 2021. Laugh out loud.
That'd be cool. That would be cool. Wimbledon historically, the oldest major. Number one, number two. Wimbledon has always been kind of the hub of British or I guess you could say United Kingdom. I don't know how that gets in with Ireland and sometimes I don't know what to say there because there's still politics that goes on there. But nonetheless, for the United Kingdom, this tournament has been kind of its bread and butter for so many years. I feel sorry for the fans. I think the fans there understand. So heartbreaking for the UK fans, don't you think?
Yeah, but better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, surely they understand, but
yeah, their situation is not any better than ours. So I mean, Rodrigo says so. This long break means Federer will be 40 when he plays his next Wimbledon if this year gets canceled.
Exactly,
it will get canceled. I just don't see.
Yeah, so Rodrigo's at least got some common sense out there.
So
40 years old.
Tom Brady's still playing?
But he's got 5 minutes of offensive linemen protecting him from getting drilled by the linebacker. And I can tell you what, if Tom Brady doesn't have good protection this year, he'll be hurt in the first 2 weeks.
Who was the oldest tennis player to play? Jimmy Connors
was at 40 when he won that semifinal match. No, it wasn't semifinals. He won the 4th round against Krickstein and lost in the quarters, I think.
And then Martina was how old? Navratilova?
She played doubles into her mid-40s, didn't she?
Oh, I mean,
wasn't she still playing doubles into her 40s?
I don't know. Anything's possible, man. I mean, Federer's got the game. If he had the grinding game like Nadal and Djokovic, I would say hell no.
I don't think so. It's hard to let's even make it this simple. It's hard for someone at 38 years old to be in a match and to have a rain delay, and then the rain puts them on the sidelines in the locker room for an hour, and then to have them come back on the court and then warm right back up and play. That's where it's going to be trouble for Federer. It was trouble for Federer in 2008 when Nadal beat him, when the lights were going down, when the sun was going down, center court Wimbledon. There was a slight rain delay. He got cold. He came back out, and Nadal beat him in the 5th.
Ivo Karlovic is still playing. Yes, he is.
Big Serpent Ivo. That's a good knowledge drop. He's over 40.
Wayne Chia said Martina played her last slam in 1990 at 33. Jimmy Connors.
In doubles too, though?
No, she played.
She played doubles a long time.
Jeannie Shore said, what about Ken Roswell?
That's a great knowledge thought. I can't register that one. I do have a Ken Rosewall racket here though.
Rosewall. Why do I keep saying
Rosewall? Yeah, I do. I have an old Ken Rosewall racket unstrung in there somewhere.
Thank you, Wildlife, for agreeing with me. He says Federer's type of game is the big reason why he even has a chance. Exactly.
But his body isn't superhuman. He is mortal.
Nobody's superhuman.
He's a biological
He needs
entity.
a good draw. He needs a good draw. He needs some of the top guys to fall apart. Djokovic, Nadal, maybe a few others, but he has a chance.
All right. Next, the French Open was threatened openly by the ATP. Here's a comment from, quote, Dirk Hordorf, who's the president of the German Tennis Federation. Quote, this is not a threat. The ATP has communicated it to Roland Garros and to the French Tennis Federation. If you continue with this idea, we will not award you ranking points. And yes, or excuse me, just to be quote specific, and it will not end with this year's edition, not only this season, but also the next one. I don't like wars, but there's nothing left to do but fight right now. It is madness. Mm-hmm. The French Open acted unilaterally. The French Open, this is not him still quoting, an end quote was after it is madness, but the French Open acted unilaterally to change their tournament. In a selfish way, I would assume, if that's the truth. And we can't believe anything we read, and half of what we see, and basically nothing that you hear, read, or see anymore. But if they acted unilaterally, is this the right jab to throw at them? Is this the right move, or is this in other words, would the ATP have it another way if the tides were changed? Let's say the ATP Tour Finals of the end years was happening and the French Open was fixing to get, trounced out of the way. Would they reciprocate? So if it's a level playing field, then good for the ATP. But if it's not a level playing field and it's just circumstantial, then I think it gets further into litigation.
Well, not Wayne Chia.
Let me grab our trivial game. We're doing a trivia game.
Well, hold on. There's a Wildlife. I guess he says, I don't like the infighting caused by the French Open. All tournaments are governing bodies and need to work together. I agree with that comment. Tennis bodies need to suck it up and come together to organize a cohesive schedule moving forward. Agreed, Sister Queen. I think it was terrible that the French Open even said, let's just put our slam in September and screw U.S. Open. Talking about the U.S. Open, Sister the Queen says that they're turning the U.S. Open Center into a mini hospital with 350 beds. Crazy times, but this too shall pass. Yeah, I don't see the U.S. Open happening. I mean, I used to train there when I was a kid, and I have a lot of friends that live in New York, and I see the pictures. I don't see how a Grand Slam's going to happen there.
And the international travel.
Yeah. Zaraki, which Grand Slam is your favorite? Mine is the U.S. Open, since I'm a New York girl, and his is Wimbledon.
Wimbledon for sure. Now here's a question. So the world is in this,
What sucks for mess? I've seen you before. 23 for mess. This whole situation sucks, or?
Okay. Check this out. Here the world is, and it really, sometimes. What is the old saying where sometimes we don't realize an opportunity? Some catchy thing about opportunity. So here lies an opportunity for the world to kind of live as one. Wasn't that a song, Imagine, that John Lennon sang, in the world to live as one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine all the people here that we're in this deal. We have tennis as this global language that we all either are fans of, we play, we admire, we like the grace of it, or whatever whatever it is, we're here because of it. So my question is if all of these tournaments, let's say, are just trounced this year, they're canceled, whatever, why couldn't all the independent organizations come together and maybe have the global tennis championships if there's a little bit of the year left, and maybe offer 2,500 points to the winner? Since all the majors are canceled, why don't all the majors come together and throw maybe a bigger format? Instead of 128 players, put 150 in the main draw, 150, and invite challengers to put into the mix without having to qualify. Throw them in there, just random. May the best person win, and celebrate the reunification of the planet with something like that. So that's just right out of the head. But why couldn't something like that happen? Instead of the French Open saying "kiss my ass," U.S. Open, or the ATP saying "kiss my ass," or "you kiss my ass," no, you kiss your ass, and all this ass bullshit, and piss it in the sand, maybe they could form some type of international tournament awardable by points where all of them can come together as one.
So if I'm asked, a lot of tennis players' pockets will be hurting. Yeah, those that are lower ranked. I mean, coaches right now are suffering. We have a lot of tennis coaches that we know, and a lot of them they're out of work. There's no work.
We usually have 9 to 10 lessons on Sundays. We had one this Sunday. Generally, I've got a wall full of rackets. I've had one in the past couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a few people that are coming out. Some that are adding more lessons than usual, because here in Alabama they closed all the tennis courts except where we're at. I mean, here in Mobile.
Well, there's a difference. There's a difference between other facilities and where we are. We have 2 courts in a small private facility, and it's very spaced out. If you have a club with 40 courts, there's no way you can keep your, on 2 courts, the max you can have, even if you're playing doubles, which we usually don't do, it's 8 people. So we're usually, scheduling lessons far apart. There's no more than 3 people out there in the first place.
I don't even bring out the kids. Rodrigo says should be called a Great Slam, and then Hitchhiker says should be played on grass.
Whatever. Maybe you could switch it up. One day have grass as the surface. One day throw in clay as the surface. Throw it over to a hard court. Throw into a different type of hard court. Then back to grass. I mean, you see what I'm saying? You could have where if people can't travel as much and the travel is different, you could have athletes play in a draw format in their own country, and whatever, and then have the best players who limit their travel abilities and then play each other in a central location. I don't know what life's going to bring, but surely if all the majors are going to be canceled and the world is clear by that point in time, I don't think any better way to reunite sports fans than having an international tennis major for the first time in history, and maybe the only time in history because of what we went through.
So Sister the Queen says they should just implement a 2-year ranking for 2020 and 2021.
It's a good idea.
Rodrigo says if they cancel the ATP's 250 500s when this is over, they can accommodate the major tournaments. Of course, they have to compensate the minor tournaments somehow, and I don't think that'll happen if they do that. RBT says, I hate all these federations working against each other. It's the same in boxing.
Yeah, infighting, promoters, it all comes from the donors behind the scenes, though. Let's say Tournament A is backed by some banking company that's about pro-climate change, and then Tournament B is backed by some company that's about pounding oil through fracking. They don't get along too well. So you're not. It's tough for people that hand out the tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars and whatever it is, to get on the same song sheet when their ideals are so terribly far apart. And there's infighting because of racial reasons, cultural reasons, and on and on and on. But the stupidity of it is real.
Yeah, Dalibor, I guess he says, I love tennis, but they should play next year. I guess he's worried about people getting sick. Wayne M. Chia, let me see. Wildlife says, I'm reaching a point to where I'm happy to see any tennis this year.
Exactly.
Gene says, remember, grass to clay is a hard transition.
That's why with the French Open Wimbledon double is one of the most elusive things that you can attain in the game of tennis. Who was the last person to do the French Open Wimbledon double? Was it Nadal? Had to have been Nadal.
I think Nadal.
Did Federer do it before Nadal?
Federer did it too.
Federer did it.
Yeah.
I think Djokovic did it. Didn't Djokovic win the French and then roll into Wimbledon and win it?
Bye, Sister the Queen. She said, thank you both for still having this show. It's greatly appreciated. I have to jump on a call for work, but stay safe, everyone.
Mwah. All right. So who was the last person to do the?
Someone said Serena 2015, but
she did the French Wimbledon double.
Nadal did it. Yes, that's true.
I didn't know that. That's a really who said that? The Serena
Alex Couillard.
Good job on that one. If that's true, I didn't know that. I mean, if he's put it there, I'm believing it to be true.
Nadal did in 2008.
So if Serena did it there, then I think that was a really good piece of information.
And Wyndham Chia said after Djokovic did it, he went downwards, winning the French and Wimbledon.
Good deal.
All right.
All right. Here's another topic. Topic number 3. So, in your opinion, this is an opinion type thing. In your opinion, basically, can you basically assume that the ATP and WTA seasons are now, in essence, over? From your own personal standpoint, if you were the all-seeing eye for this, would you go ahead and just say it's over, guys? Let's get everybody safe and let's do what we got to do to move forward.
Okay, got it.
So put it this way. Here's the question: are the ATP and WTA seasons over?
I think so.
I think so. I think it's idiotic, in my opinion. I might be the idiot, but it seems pretty naive to think that they are not going to be. Because again, you have Peter over here that's bitching because his stuff was canceled, and now you got Paul over here that's like, yeah, I'm fixing to set up shop because we can go. I don't think it's fair to anyone, especially the financial hubs behind it, especially when those sponsors can put their capital elsewhere in terms of what we need to move forward.
Rodrigo, we do sell the 5K t-shirts online. There's a link on our videos. We're working on some new designs though.
You can actually show them a couple of those. Actually, I don't know if you have them on your phone.
You're wearing one of them. That's why he's asking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you can go to the description field. There's a little down arrow. I think if you're on a mobile device, and then something next to the title on a laptop or something.
On Teespring.
Yeah, and it brings up an expanded deal. And there's a link there. It's Teespring. Mm-hmm. And you can click on there and order one. But we have actually a lot of kind of cool designs that we've been messing around with, and we just really haven't had the time.
We're gonna do it though. I am gonna do it before my son leaves because he's the one that was showing me how to do it.
Yeah, and my cell phone records the show. Otherwise, I would show you on my phone what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But we have like black and white shirts with 5K and a tennis court. I'm going to put one where it says just let's go on the front and big with the 5K small in the back and then one in the back. So there's some cool stuff, but nonetheless, that's where it is for right now. But I think there's only one design there.
So Dalibor says, I'm a doctor and I do not want to have a sport until next year or a vaccine. I
can respect that. Who is that?
Dalibor.
Where is this?
He's from Serbia.
Great comment. My dad is too. My father is too. I don't think he's still completely sold on the alarming, results of all this. He spent a lot of time in Africa practicing medicine in Nigeria before I was born, and a lot of other infectious diseases things. And anyway, long story short, he seems to think, as long as we got a head on our shoulders and we do what we're supposed to do and eat right and stay fit, keep our hands clean, not, getting someone's face that's sneezing or whatever, then you should be, more than fine. But again, who knows? Anyway, I got lost on that one because my mind keeps getting drained thinking about we can't really even go outside. So that's kind of crazy to think about. All right, where did I leave off? The season's being over, right? Okay, here's the hypothetical question. If the season is over, if it's done, okay, does this help anyone moving forward in terms of the players? We said earlier if the season was cut short that it would help Roger Federer because his knee could heal. It could help someone like Serena to get back in better shape, etc. But as the window of closing gets bigger or it becomes more open, right? The more time that goes by, to me, the rust factor continues to pile. It continues to pile. The match practice begins to drop off. There's a difference between a player, we know this well, when we hire a hitting partner to go out and play some sets or play a match, because both players know in their head they want to win, they want to play, and they want to slug it out, but they know when they get done playing, there's no crowd, there's no sponsors, it really doesn't matter. It's like whoever's paying for it basically is just buying a lesson anyway. So at the end of the result, if put it this way, if I was fixing to play a tournament and I've been off for a year playing tournaments, and the only thing I was doing all year was paying Carla, which I don't have to pay her, it's like, girl, that's how we roll, let's go myself. However, if I was paying her or not to play these matches, there's a different level of mental fight that clicks in those matches. In the match, I would be trying trick shots with her or go for the slice more just to piss her off and make her run. But when you play a match for real, you're not going to try trick shots. You're not going to give her a hack shot and try to move her to net and hit her in the face with the ball when she approaches the net. I'm not going to try to hit her in the stomach with the rifle overhead. I would rather go for the pass. So there's different things that happen. So as time passes, I think it hurts everyone. I think Federer's going to be extremely rusty.
Well, someone said that he can hire anybody who wants to practice.
But I understand that. Look, Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal can go hire each other and play practice matches every week until whatever. But you can't tell me that the matches are going to carry as much mental significance as they would if it wasn't kind of, let's just play a match, let's stay match fresh. You can't tell me it's the same. I know it's not the same because I've been there. It's not the same. It's different. The intensity is different. The anxiety is different. The level and intensity of the crowd is different. Number one, there isn't a crowd during those matches unless it's an exhibition, and then it still doesn't matter.
But they're still practicing.
But it's different. It's a different level of practice. I would rather play an ATP 250 and warm up for Wimbledon than I would to play an exhibition with my buddy in Dubai. We see this every year. That's the whole point of the warm-ups.
Right. When MGS, I wonder if Rafa can go to his academy to practice. From what I heard, is he didn't let the students out. He guaranteed the parents they would be okay, but he did lock out his academy. Like, nobody can go in.
Well, do you think Rafael Nadal needs to go hit a bunch of forehands? Do you think he needs to go drill a little bit? He needs to be playing some warm-up tournaments, resting in between, staying fit, staying training, letting his body do more light stuff in the gym, and then go back to playing his matches.
Yeah. Dalibor said younger tennis players are an older problem, are in more problem, you mean? Like younger tennis players? Like probably the ones that just getting in the tour trying to make money?
I think the likes of Zverevs, the TMs, all the cheesy guys that really haven't still really done terribly much.
Cheesy guys.
but I think it helps them.
Zverevs, cheesy guy.
I think it helps them because younger bodies have a easier time, as I alluded to earlier, of getting hot and then cold and then getting hot again. Hot and then cold and hot again. It's really difficult for an old body, again, to play 3 sets at a high level, rain delay, shoot, I got to go to the locker room for 2 hours, come back out, and to restart at that level. The younger man does well, the older man does not. And that's factual.
Hi, cheesy guys. Hey, Peritich, how are you?
Let's go. All right. What else was I going to say here?
Your comment's funny, Gene. Miss Attractive Legs, Kerber lost to Andreescu twice and called Andreescu drama queen when they handshake. Yeah, that was funny. Team will be 28 in 2021. That's right. 28, 29, 30, and the trouble begins.
All right, you ready for the tennis trivia game?
You guys ready?
Let's go. So this game is going to be different than the game that we've been doing. We decided that the Jeopardy game, it took too much time for people to ring in. So we're going to just ask 24 questions, basically one after the other. They're going to be in different type of formats. It might be about tennis. It might be about science. It may be a wordplay. It may be about food or drink. It may be anything, but we'll tell you. Oh, it might be a picture or it might be a flag.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything?
No. And we're not doing that like everybody give a chance for everybody to answer.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask a question, and we have these sheets set up. So we're gonna ask a question, or show you an item. And then we're going to give everyone like 5 or 6 seconds to put an answer in. The reason why we have to wait 5 or 6 seconds is because we've been told maybe their internet connection is slow. I think maybe it's like the typing of the Google might be slow.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I might be wrong. Might be wrong because I know we do have some issues here as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just taking the first 2 people.
So the first 2 people, it's for fun anyway.
First 2 people. That's it.
For fun anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So just have fun with it. And some people wait until this is not live and they go back and watch the recording. So we want them to play along as well. All right, so Carly, you start with the first question.
Are you guys ready? Hey, Stimpy boy.
Do you have your note cards?
Yes, I do.
Oh, lack of preparation. Oh, don't get them out of order. See, come on. Let's go.
Are you guys ready?
Question number 1.
Ready.
You start with it.
Hey, B Savage came in on time.
Is he in?
And Stimpy boy.
What's up, Fresno? West Coast.
All right. Sorry, was writing internet problems. Okay, like I said, guys, the rules is I'm only taking the first 2. So don't say, hey, I typed the first 2. That's it.
Yeah, and let's
I'm being strict on this.
Yeah, let's have fun with this one.
All right, first question. What is Justin's favorite phrase?
On the show. Yeah. All right, that was the easy one. It should be.
Easy.
Yeah.
First 2 people.
First 2.
All right, Wildlife and Alex got it.
Got him.
Okay.
Points up, next one.
All right.
Question number 2. This is multiple choice. Multiple choice. Who is Carla's favorite men's tennis player? A. Roger Federer. B. Novak Djokovic. C. Marton Fucsovics. D. Karen Khachanov. Or E. Rafael Nadal.
V Savage and Wade M. You got it.
There you go. Next question.
Okay.
So, question. That's going to be hard to keep score that way.
No, I got it that way.
Okay. Question number 3, Carla's got. This one is unscrambling tennis letters. Oh, don't flip that over. They'll see that. Be cheating in here. Can't peep it on the test. Can't be peeping over your shoulder. Okay, look. This is unscramble tennis.
You did get the first one, but again, if you guys don't listen to me, I'm only taking the first 2 people that got it. The first 2 people. I know all of you got it right, but I'm only picking the first 2.
Yeah. The first. We're only doing it for time purposes. So you guys can kind of have fun with it in a sense. Everybody wins though. All right. Here's the 2 words. This is related to tennis. Unscramble them. Here we go.
Somebody already got it. Oh my gosh, they already got it before Wildlife and B Savage got it.
What are they, telepathic?
I don't know, but Big Wildlife had it.
Why isn't my thing up there?
I don't know.
That delayed?
They already got it. Like Wildlife had it before.
We're that delayed? That's old news.
He said, sorry, I cheated because I saw it early.
See?
Oh my God.
I told you she was flipping her paper over.
Wildlife and V Savage.
All right, well, because they saw it earlier, this is already done. But if in case you're watching it again after,
here, I'll give you Gene and inadvertently. No, that's it. That's the only 3 people answered it. So, yeah.
Dude, we're really that far behind.
You flashed it to the camera. He said by accident.
Who, I did?
Yeah.
I didn't. This was your question.
Oh.
Are we that far behind?
Hey, you're good. You're good. Chill.
Dang.
Life is short.
I'm looking out for them out there because
This is a scam. Because before you put it on, he was like breakpoint. All right, question number 4.
All right, I got question number 4. This is a question, and it's okay. So this is a picture. Who is this? Okay, so Carla's going to show you a picture, and you're going to indicate who this is. All right, let's go. Come on.
Looks like they're having a difficult time with this one. 1 person got it. 2 people got it.
Got him. Let's go. Get down. Okay, so that was number 4.
Yeah, hold on, let me write this down. You're going too fast for me.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Too fast for me. Then I got to tally it.
I move fast, and that's why I married you in like a couple of months.
Yeah. Okay. So
move fast.
Alex got it, and Wayne M. Chia got it.
All right.
That is Chris Ever. Someone put Borg. No, it's not Graf. It's
Close.
Chris Ever. Carla.
It's
not me.
It could be bored.
Martina. So only 2 people got it. So hey, Alex and Wayne got it.
All right, let's go.
Hold on.
So I'm reading this one anyway, so you're good. Mm-hmm. So question number 5, the category is called 8 o'clock. Like the time, 8 o'clock at night, but 8 is spelled A-T-E, like you ate something. 8, A-T-E, 8 o'clock, okay? But not 8, E-I-G-H-T, A-T-E. Got it? Okay. 8 o'clock, okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you a definition, and you will give me the word. It will have the word 8, A-T-E, in the word. Everybody clear on that? Mm-hmm. Okay? The word will have 8 in it. Here we go. The definition is to find a way over or through. To find a way over or through. Has 8, A-T-E in the word. To find a way over or through. Gotta put your thinking caps on. Gotta put your thinking caps on. Boom, boom.
Navigate.
Oh, no. Well,
2 people.
Okay.
Those 2 people got it.
Okay. There's another word. That one is right, too. There is another word that will work there that I chose, and I did not think about navigate, but navigate will work. So they get the points. The word I had was negotiate.
Okay.
Like to negotiate a course, but they both have 8, so you have to score that.
Okay.
You got to. I should have got out of thesaurus.
Well, everybody said navigate, so okay.
Navigate, negotiate. Good deal.
Wildlife and Waynham, you got it.
All right. Question number 6. I think you got that, Carla.
Fill in the blank?
Yeah, I think you got question number 6.
I got to be careful.
Showing your cheat sheet. I think you got number 6. Yeah, be careful with that.
All right. This is a food and drink at Wimbledon.
Food and drink at Wimbledon. Here, I'll hold it so you hold the phone. All right. Food and drink at Wimbledon.
Strawberries and cream.
Nope.
Nope. So Wildlife was the only brave one. Strawberries. Nope, Gene. You guys are just guessing. You're not even trying to figure it out.
Food and drink. Don't forget about the drink.
Fish and chips. Nope.
Oh, shoot a monkey. It's one word. I would have it spaced if not. 10, 9, 8.
T. No.
7.
Look at the word, guys.
That's a long T. 7.
Come on, Dr.
6,
Dalmore.
5, 4.
Oh, boy.
Come on, what is that? It's bubbly. It's bubbly.
Justin.
It's over. No one got it.
It's over. Put it down.
No one got it. Champagne. It was champagne.
Don't even say it. I want to see if it. Hitchhiker. Put it down, Justin.
It's over. It's over.
Hitchhiker. Hitchhiker got one.
All right. Next question.
Hold on. Hitchhiker says champagne. And Maj. And Maj. Both get 1 point. That's it. So let me write it here. Hitch and Maj. Somebody said, jeez. These are hard today.
I was going to make them hard today. All right. So question number 7 is Carla shows a picture.
Jesus said, champagne is in France. No, if you look, they always serve strawberries and cream and champagne. That's
champagne. Yes, they do it big over there. They drink champagne early.
All right. So next.
Carla shows a picture. Who is this? Who is this? It's a tough one. Be ready. Vintage tennis mines.
I don't know if you can see her face clearly. Waynham got it.
Waynham. Whoa. I bet Waynham could be the only person that gets that.
Waynham got it. Yep. Somebody said graph. It is Helena Sukova. Good job, Waynham, and good job, Gene. 2 people.
How does a 16-year-old keep knowing? Gene's like 16, 17. How does he must have like some type of, photographic mind or some type of screen image finder. I don't know which one it is. I think it's probably the photographic mind, though. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll give it to Gene. Like I said, I'm only taking 2 people. So Waynham got it and Gene. But Waynham really deserves the credit because he was like, boom.
Yeah, he didn't have time to search that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Gene did either, but I mean.
Too hard. Damn it. Can't get one right. Knowledge drop, Waynham.
All right, what question?
You were right, Stimpy, but I'm only taking the first 2.
Oh, shoot. I think they can see that, baby. You got to be careful. The cheat sheet over there is flipped up. I think they can see that.
Some people might zoom. Okay.
Zoom in on that. Yeah. Hack into the matrix. I think you have the next one. What are we on, 8?
Yeah, just show the pictures.
You got another one. Question number 8.
We're on question
I got them in order. That's how I know.
All right.
I came prepared.
Hate my life. Don't say that, Stimpy. You're doing great.
I love you. I love you a lot. You can't have hate in your life if someone loves you. And I love you, Stimpy. Love you, bro. There's a cartoon, Ren and Stimpy. You should check that out. It might make you feel better. Check that out.
All right, here's question 8. In what year did Rod Laver win his first calendar year slam, all 4 majors? That's what calendar year slam means, all 4 majors. In what year did Rod Laver win his first calendar year slam? Calendar year slam.
And keep that turned up.
Waynham got it. And Alex.
Let's go. 2 heavy hitters out there. Big time. 1962, I'm assuming they got?
Mm-hmm.
All right, he did it again in
Waynham.
He did it again in 1969, but
Alex.
did it in 62 the first time, and then 7 years later, did it again. Good for him. All right, question.
1938.
Holy
really, Maj?
No. Wait a minute. No. Maj isn't far off there by, the wrong person and way the wrong year, but Don Budge. Don Budge did the first ever men's calendar slam, winning all 4 majors in 1938. But see, Maj wasn't bad. He just got the wrong dude in the wrong year. Right? Am I wrong about that? Didn't Don Budge win the first ever calendar slam in 1938? Don't flip that yet. Flip that down. All right, question number 9. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get down. Let's go. That's how we roll. Question number 9. What is the only remaining major to not have a deciding set tiebreaker? What is the only remaining major to not have a deciding set tiebreaker? That should be easy. It's like the easiest.
Mosh said, very good competition today.
That just
Hitchhiker got it and Alex got it.
Yeah, that should have been 1, 2, 3.
Hitchhiker.
That was like the easiest
and
question.
Alex.
That was like the easiest
I only take the first 2 guys, so that's
that was like
one
the easiest question we ever had.
and 1 here.
All right, you're on number 10. It's on you.
Somebody said Wimbledon. Mother.
All right, let's go. Go on.
Number 10. I'll ask it. Let's go. Who are the 2 players that set the stage for Wimbledon to add a change to the 5th set?
Yeah, who are the two bozos that decided to play for 7 years that gave us the compromised 5th set at Wimbledon? Who are those 2 guys? They're not bozos. I like them both, but man, who are those 2 guys? Man, you might want to think about having a tiebreaker.
Is there Mahood?
Boom.
V Savage and Wildlife got that.
Let's get down. Woo! Ric Flair. All right. Question number 11.
Hold on.
Got a lot of heavy hitters up in here.
I know you guys are answering right, but today I'm being strict. Only the first 2 that answer it, correct? Got it.
And again, it's meant for fun, but there's a lot of you out there, a lot of you actually, that especially Carla, she will communicate with a lot of you before and after and at night at 3 in the morning.
Too fast.
So well, we're doing it faster only because that everyone else out there has time and you know, a lot of people want to watch it, and I think Jeopardy the other day took like an hour.
To be honest, it was Isner and Anderson. Yeah, but
Isner Mahut set the cornerstone, and then it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
So the original bricklayer was Isner and Mahut, and then after it went 773 to 771 in the 5th with those 2, it happened again. So then they're like, oh shit, you know, this freaking shit keeps happening. All right, well but Isner and Mahut were the ones that really.
Heritage said, I changed my Wi-Fi connection, guys. Let's get down.
Let's get down. Let's go. Tell them to kick rocks. The other company that sucks. All right, question number 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 11. How do you say you're welcome in Spanish? How do you say you're welcome in Español? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasa? How do you
Alex got one. Alex. Okay.
I'm going to touch the screen.
You're wrong, Wildlife.
I'm going to touch the screen on the phone so it doesn't black out. This is my cell phone. If I don't touch the screen,
MV Savage got
it
it.
goes dark.
It is de nada, not bienvenuto, not gracias, not muchas gracias, not hola. It's de nada.
Bienvenido is welcome.
Alex and V Savage got it.
Bienvenido is welcome. When I first met Carla.
Epic fail on my part. I agree.
Yeah. When I met Carla.
You told this story already.
She called me Flaco Gringo. Flaco Gringo. All right. Question number 12. You ask it. You're in. Don't flip your sheet up because someone already knocked your cheat sheet out. Already won. Let's get down.
Yeah, Wildlife was quick.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's roll.
Here we go.
Question number 12. Unscramble it. What sport is that? This is a sport.
It's a sport.
It's a sport. This is a sport. Name that sport. Unscramble it. Yeah, you're exposing my cricket. Boom, boom. Get down. They came in. You gotta get up all.
Hitchhiker and Heritage.
They came in fast. Pow, 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 pow. It's like a systematic.
I know, but this is the competition, baby.
All right, Johnny on the spot. All right.
So Heritage got one. That way, that Wi-Fi is working.
Yeah.
And Wildlife got one.
Yeah, we just busted your. What do they call it? Conspiracy. Playing the hotspot or his internet connection. Mm-hmm. Came in quick on that one. All right, here we go.
Hold on, because I like to keep then a Wildlife.
This is question number 13.
I should have got that right first. How am I first?
Don't flip these answers up. I got some eyes out there.
How am I first, Stimpy? It's just who answers it first. That's it.
Just who answers it first. Who answers it first? And everyone's playing. All right, you ready? All right, so question number what? 13?
13, yeah.
All right, the category is once again 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So I will give you a definition, and the word that you are looking for will have ATE spelled out within it. Are you ready? Definition is a number of different things or parts that are put or grouped together to form a whole but remain distinct entities. A number of different things or parts that are put or grouped together to form a whole but remain distinct entities.
Wildlife got it, which I knew he would. That's one person. So, and formulate, no, and hitchhiker. So
Boom.
wildlife and hitchhiker.
Let's go. What I call this is a conglomerate of tennis players and fans and all that. You know, we're distinct wherever we're at, but we're a conglomerate right here. Woo! That's how we get down. Let's roll. Next question.
Where's Waynham? Where are you, Waynham Chia?
I thought Waynham Chia would get that.
Yeah, where are you, Waynham Chia?
He must have fell asleep. It's probably 6:30 in the morning in Singapore.
You should all be in NASA or Oxford. Probably wildlife and Waynham Chia and hitchhiker.
That shit was fun. Shit hurt my stomach.
Hitchhiker said I copied it. Oh, so you're not smart. You're just copying it.
A hitchhiker copied that? I figure hitchhiker being Indian would be like a linguist. Like fluent in Latin.
Oh, man.
All right. Oh, I thought Wayne Chia would get that. I don't know how he copied that and pasted that so quick. How do you even do that? You like copy your words and then paste it?
NASA knows.
All right,
I've destroyed all.
What are we on? Question number 14.
Oh, okay.
Question
who is this?
Oh, who is this? Okay.
And I have to show a picture.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, I got you. Flip it down. Yeah. Question number 14. Who is this? Let's go. This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Hold on.
This is a good one. Lack of preparation.
No,
It's like footwork. Fiction to be late.
There we go. Are you guys speechless?
Crickets chirping. I'm imagining Wildlife 1 will get that. Maybe so, maybe not, but I'm assuming so, but maybe not. Because when you have a name like Wildlife, they kind of live on the wild side.
V Savage and Stimpy Boy.
Boom, boom. Got it. What's up, West Coast? All right.
V Savage and Stimpy Boy. Got it. Okay.
Love that.
So V Savage and Stimpy. Hold on.
Ready to go?
Hold on. Let me put here their scores. And Stimpy. Okay.
Question number 15. Here we go. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Pocahontas. I came up with this because that's her nickname is Pocahontas. People call her Pocahontas. She kind of looks like, Pocahontas a little bit. Just a smidgen. Kind of a lot. But nonetheless, Pocahontas saved blank by placing her head upon his own at the moment of his execution. Pocahontas saved blank by placing her head upon his at the moment of execution. Come on, we got to know that.
I'm not going to say anything because
Not you.
you're copying. I know. I'm just going to write down whoever gets it.
How do you copy that?
All right, so far just Alex and Wildlife. Wildlife, you answered it quick, and then Alex. Oh, Sister the Queen was out right behind there. So we got Wildlife and Alex. Those are the two. New World. Come on, colors of the wind, baby. All right, so Wildlife and Alex got it.
I'm coming. Read it out. No, just read it.
Justin, he's got to get up a lot. It's just...
I got to check the food.
By the way, he's got to check the food. By the way, I'm going to tell you something about Justin. You can never watch a movie with him. Never take him to a movie theater. Never put in a movie in the DVD player. Because he gets up a million times. It's so annoying.
Checking the food.
Now you're checking the food. We're playing a game and you're checking the food. When the food is in a crock pot.
I got 5 children that got to eat.
5 children. They're not even here. They're upstairs.
And I got so many children that got to eat. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's go. Question number what? 16?
16.
Let's go. I think you got that one too. Oh, that probably saw your sheet there. If I went back to college and actually didn't study, I would just make sure I sat next to her.
No, you don't want to sit next to me. Trust me.
All right.
I was a bad student.
Oh, whoa. Let's get this. We gotta get the category right. Then we'll know what's going down.
What's the category?
Unscramble tennis. No. This is unscramble science. I remember what this
Unscramble
is.
tennis.
This is unscramble science. The topic is science.
Can you answer in Serbian? I mean, I couldn't translate it, so it would have to be. It would be tough.
I mean, we could give the brother the benefit of the doubt.
I just couldn't
hit the translate button.
I would have to. Yeah, that would be tough.
It wouldn't be that difficult. If someone can copy and paste what we're saying, I'm assuming that we can translate.
No, okay.
All right, unscramble this word. It's a, this is science. It is a science. You ready to go? And I love this.
I bet Wildlife will get this. Stop flashing at Justin, laugh out loud. Come on, sister the queen. Let's see how smart you are.
Poetry, baby, poetry.
Okay.
Someone got it?
Yep. Hitchhiker and Be Savage.
I love weather. By the way, hurricane season is about to start.
It is meteorology. And Stimpy, I'll give you the credit since nobody else answered.
Yeah, so we live on an island in what we call Hurricane Alley in the Gulf of Mexico. I grew up surfing, surfed a lot. I blew out my knee, so I don't know if I can surf this year, but I'm a damn sure to try. But nonetheless, when a hurricane comes in our area, I will get out there right in the thick of it and just stick through it. I brought Carla out there a couple of times on some pretty rough ones. The videos are on a separate playlist, but we've had some good times in the middle of hurricanes. All right, next question.
Okay, guys, remember, in our screen, it tells us in order.
Yeah,
so,
just show them the screen.
Yeah, I've tried to, but they can't really see it. It tells us in order.
Yeah,
in yours it doesn't, but in ours it does.
Yeah, and again, the I guess the whole purpose is to have kind of fun with it. You can read everyone's name out that gets it. There's a lot of names on there. I think all of them can see all the comments too, though, right?
Yeah.
Can't they see all the comments?
Yeah. Be Savage was the first one, like answered it like immediately, and then I had to wait, and then
she's just writing down the first two ones, so everyone can get through this pretty quickly.
All right.
All right. Question number 17. That's what we're on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The last person from Sweden to win a major in tennis in singles is who? The last person from Sweden to win a major in singles is who? One and two. You already got it.
Wainham and Be Savage.
There you go. West Coast and Singapore.
It's not Borg, Alex. It's not Borg. Peritich. It was Edberg. Be Savage got it right away, and then Wainham.
Borg.
So, and all of you, the rest of you answered it wrong. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was Stefan Edberg.
Order can be different when you go out of turn. I get it.
I think it was 92. 92 Edberg, probably. 92 Wimbledon.
So, Savage.
92 U.S. Open.
I think it was U.S. Open. So, Savage. He's Savage. And Wainham.
Macho Man Randy Savage out there. Question number 18. You got it, Carla.
Yes, Villander did win a slam, but he wasn't the last.
Yeah, Wielander was in the late 80s, and Edberg was the last. Wielander, I think, was like 88 Wimbledon or something, 87.
Hey, Michael Walker, the question was, who was the last Swedish player to win a Grand Slam?
The last Swedish player to win a major. All right, question number 18.
All right, 18, this is food and drink.
Yeah, food and drink. Here we go.
A South American dish of marinated raw fish or seafood, typically garnished and served as an appetizer. What's the name?
A South American dish, marinated raw fish and seafood, typically garnished and served as an appetizer. Carla makes a mean bowl of this. We eat it a lot. We eat it a lot, especially tennis training. We eat it a lot. Great protein content. Wonderful.
Try to spell it, Michael.
Wonderful dish.
Try to spell it the best way you can.
Yeah, just shoot it out there. South American dish of marinated raw fish, generally in lemon juice or lime.
Peritich and Be Savage got it. Ceviche.
There you go, ceviche. Let's go. Andale Iba. Let's get down. Love that.
Someone said caviar. It's not.
Yeah.
And I'll give Michael since.
Yeah. So how we make this? And we should do
land sea bass. No, but not quite.
We should make a bet with Carla one day. This is real right here. When Carla makes ceviche, it's kind of fun to watch. She gets the whole Spanish mamacita in the kitchen, getting all sweaty, looking all good, avocado getting cut, tomatoes getting sliced up. some tomatoes, some yamatos in there getting cut up, some cilantro, some limes and lemons getting squeezed up, some raw shrimp in there, some raw fish in there. Mix it all up, let it sit for a little while. So good. Man, she makes it look so good too. Nonetheless, if she loses a bet on this show, we should make her do a video and let me film her making ceviche in the kitchen, and her just have to just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So you better watch out with the bets you make whenever the season starts back up.
Can I have some, por favor? It can get spicy. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
The Peruvians put a lot of spice to it.
Caliente, spicy. All right, what question are we on?
We are
make her ass cook ceviche if she loses the bet, and she'll have to do it. She'll be all sweaty, hair be all over her face.
I make the best jerk chicken. Good. I can't wait to taste it.
Get down.
You guys are really natural. Always good time here. Thank you.
Let's go.
All right. So next one is number 19.
Yes, number 19. How do you say that in Spanish?
Dante. Hello, Jesus.
Let's go.
Carla, look at Justin. Just priceless.
Are you ready? She gets all hot and sweaty in the kitchen.
All right, number 19. Ready? Who is this?
Who is this? Let's go. This is a good one.
Are you guys ready? Let's go. No caliente, dude. And Justin gets up again.
I gotta check my food.
Who is this man?
Should I give him a hint?
No, somebody got it, but I'm not going to say because then they copy. I'm going to take off the picture. All right.
Got him.
So,
let me guess. Wayne Chia.
No.
Oh, surprised.
Hold on. Let me get back to it.
That dude is the all-seeing. If I could write, there's a book that came out called The Bud Collins History of Tennis.
All right, Michael Walker, you're the only one that got it.
Represent New York style.
Eon Tarek it is.
Let's go. How is everything in New York? Michael Walker, let's go.
He used to be Boris Becker's coach. He also said he didn't enjoy watching Halep win.
They would show,
not Halep win. It was.
Well, no, they would show pictures of him at the French Open, just not even wanting to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question number what?
Eon Tarek. Yep, that was right.
Ian
That's
Tiriac,
Michael Walker.
Yes. Class act, kind of I think the dude probably had too much to drink when he made the statement. Probably. Sounds about right.
Yep. And just because nobody else answered, I'm going to give him the extra point because
let's go.
Usually I give it to two people.
All right, ready to roll?
All right.
What question are we on? Number 20 or 19?
We are number
20, I think.
20, I think.
What number you got over there?
Yeah, 20. 20.
Your number over here is... Okay, here we go. This is a question. The topic is science for parents. So if you're a parent, then you probably have a better chance of answering this question. Maybe not. You might just be fresh out, a school or whatever. Just learned this in health class or whatever. Anatomy and physio, something. Parents have a better shot. Question number 20. The final stage of fetal growth in which systems are completed and when fat accumulates under the soon-to-be-born baby's skin is called what? The final stage of fetal growth in which systems are completed, fat accumulates under the soon-to-be-born baby's skin is called what? Moms out there, you'll have an easy time with this one. Because I know Mamacita of Cinco Niños, Mamacita knows exactly what this is.
Hitchhiker and B Savage got it.
Get down, West Coast.
It is called the third trimester.
That's exactly right.
So B Savage and Hitchhiker.
All right, so we're on question number 21. That is 21. Been practicing. 21. All right, 21. You got it.
I gotta get it up, right?
Oh, don't flash it up there. Picture, what is this? All right, the topic is flag. She's going to show you a flag, and you have to name the country. This is a flag. Name the country.
They're gonna have to take a screenshot and Google it. Shut up, Justin.
I didn't say the country.
Just shut up.
I was just singing a song.
Stop singing any song.
Someone better copy and paste that. Because I want to know how you did that.
Nope.
Oh.
One person got it so far.
Oh, shoot.
I'm just going to leave
Someone
it there.
Someone brought some pain.
And it's coming down.
Okay. My question is before even who even got that? Because I would not have gotten that. And I love flags. I got like a whole basket of flags.
Only one person got it.
How did you get that? Did you know that? Honestly, who got that?
2 people.
Who?
Okay, Wildlife was the first one I answered.
Wildlife won. Come on, bro. How did you get that? Did you really know that?
And then Peerage.
Did either one? Who was the Peerage?
Mm-hmm.
Did either one of you?
Well, Gene said it, but way after. So.
Well, if you had educate me on something, if you honestly knew it, great, awesome, much better than I could ever imagine. However, if you did not, if you looked that up,
he said Google for the win.
He
said Google.
But how did you do it? Did you take a screenshot of the video? What I'm saying is, how did you attain that by doing that? That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to do this type of stuff. So if I'm watching something, I want to know what that is. How do I?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm just
Google the red star, white and blue.
Just a freaking idiot.
He said he
you just Google up flag, red star, white, blue. So you type the word, and then you look for an image.
Yeah, these guys are advanced.
Shoot, man, I feel like old.
All right, 22.
Check. Okay,
Rodrigo, you're like way behind. Your internet must be like lagging.
It's all right. We know the feeling. Question number 22. Science once again. This one's kind of cool. What was the first planet to be discovered by using the telescope? What was the first planet to be discovered by using the telescope? Telescope, first planet. What was the first planet?
Ooh, that's the fridge open.
Oh, my bad. I checked the food in the fridge. Ceviche, chilling.
I'm not gonna say what's the right answer. I'm just waiting for 2 people. Wildlife and Peerage. It is Uranus.
Now we got some scholars out there. Could you?
Somebody said Jupiter. Somebody said Mercury, Mars. But the only 2 people that had it were Peerage and Wildlife.
I wonder why you would discover the first planet. Think about this. Let's say it's Galileo. I don't even know which person actually stuck their eye through the telescope. But let's say we're all excited. We're like, yay! We're like, what's up, Cardinal? We just discovered a planet. Let's go! Let's go look at that planet. We are now just scientists.
All right, Stimpy, I'll give you the credit.
But hold up.
You were trying to spell it.
But hold up. Can you imagine being all excited and all of a sudden you're like, Uranus? Like, what are you gonna name it, dude? Uranus, man. What? How are you gonna name a planet Uranus? Come on, man. You gotta pick something better than that, like magic stellar ball of fire or something. As Carla would say. She doesn't say something, she says something. But something, you could have named it something besides Uranus. Damn.
All right, question 23. The last tennis player to win a major tennis tournament with a wooden racket was who? The last tennis player to win a major tennis tournament with a wooden racket was who? The last tennis player to win a major tennis tournament with a wooden racket was who? I'm not going to say what the right answer is, Sonzo.
Oh.
Shut. Okay, I'm going to wait a few more seconds.
Got it.
All right, got 2. Michael Walker and Wildlife 1. It was Yannick Noah.
That's right. Don't forget that Yannick Noah is one of the very few of African descent men that have won a major whatsoever. Yannick Noah.
Hey, you got it right, James. So I'll give the point.
Yannick Noah was an electric player. If I remember correctly, that was the 1983 French Open. And I should remember who he beat. Was it Krajicek? Was it Krajicek he beat in that? But Yannick,
83.
Yannick Noah, when this happened, I was probably 6 or 7 years old. It seems like yesterday. One of the first majors I remember watching with my father and my first coach, Norm Pollock, who was, I don't know if you can see it, but is down there with my sister in this picture. I remember when Yannick Noah won that major and the way he celebrated. He won this major and here he is with his wooden racket. He's like in 1983 and he's celebrating like anybody would do today. So if you have an opportunity to go back, what?
Just in story time,
dude. I'll spare you the time. Check out if you can find some footage. I don't know if it's even out there on Yannick Noah's French Open win. You will never forget it, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, question number 24. You ready? Mm-hmm. Question number 24, and then there's a bonus, and then it's a wrap. All right. So question number 24. Here we go. What is the capital of Madagascar? What is the capital of Madagascar?
You know these guys are going to Google it.
Yeah, Google's already happening. What is the capital of Madagascar? Off the coast.
I know you're Googling because no one's answered.
Off the coast of Africa, some great white sharks out there. Be careful. Oh shit! Want to check the damn.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are Googling this.
Google. Let's go. Hopefully you got that fast internet connection. Oh, that's funny. All right.
Just.
Oh, there you got it.
All right, so Peritage, and I'll give it to Gene.
There you go. I mean, I figured Gene Swart would get that.
He didn't spell it right, but that's
okay. It doesn't matter. His mom's still tripping on him. So no, I think she said she gave him a hug.
Peritage and Gene. So we got.
It's all right, Gene. I figured you would get it. I actually wrote that question because I was thinking about South Africa and because the whole deal that we've been dealing with to try to get your mom to ease up on her brother.
He did have a great body for tennis.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we're at the final. That was 24, right?
Yep.
So this is the bonus question, all right? This question, how close are we on score here?
Alex has 6 points. Waynham has 6 points. Wildlife has 10 points. V Savage has 10 points. Gene has 5 points. Hitchhiker has 5 points. Maj 1. Peritage 5. Stimpy 3. Michael Walker 4.
This question is worth 20 points.
20 points?
20 points. Only if you can, it's a two-part question. It's a two-part question. You're not going to be able to look this up, is all I'm telling you. So if you watch the show, then you'll answer it. If not, then not. I won't say 20 points. That's too much.
That's too much.
Let's go. It's worth 8 points.
Okay.
How about 8?
8 points.
I got a little excited on that one. 8 points. So it's a two-part question. If you only get one part of it, you get 4 points. If you get both parts, 8 points. So if you only get one part of it, 4. You get both, 8. So it's potentially worth 8.
Here's your chance, Rodrigo. Here's your chance. If you watched the shows before.
This is so it's potentially worth as much as 8, a minimum of 4 or 0. Okay? Two-part question.
Hey, Mitrovic. And you might get the 8 points here, Mitrovic, because you just got on.
Is that Slobodan out there?
Yeah, that's Slobodan.
Saw Slobodan. Let's go. All right, the two-part question. Here we go. This has to do with last year's shows. Last year. How do you say last year?
Año pasado.
Pasado? All right. Two-part question. Last year, why did I have to dress up like a girl? And if you can answer both, why did Carla have to write Novak Djokovic all over her face, all over her shirt, and wear like really short shorts with Novak Djokovic written all over her legs outside on the back porch? Why did I have to dress up like a girl on this show last year? And why did Carla paint herself up with Novak Djokovic written all over her sleeveless shirt, all over her arms, all over here, all over the legs, all over her face?
Yeah, but why? It's a bet.
But why? Why?
We know it's a bet.
But why? But why? What was the bet? We know it was a bet, but what was the bet? Something caused me to dress up like a girl. We know it was a bet. I paid my dues though. And then Carla, again, dressed really kind of skimpied out just so she could have, not disrespectful, just sleeveless shirt, skirt, and Novak Djokovic literally all over her face and body. Why? We'll see what happens. That's a tough question. It may involve some research. It could.
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to say who's right. I see already a right answer, but I'm not going to say why. That some of you got half of it right.
And it may take time to solve it. We may have to announce a winner tomorrow.
No.
We'll see. But they're the type of bets that we'll do and are really fun. But
and you have to explain it why. Who Peritage? Who? I mean, there's a reason why I dress that way. Okay, you're saying it already. Okay, that's
yeah. Peritage. Carla was made to dress up like that because she made a bet, and she lost the bet. What was the bet? That's just one part of it. You can answer just one part, and then the other part is I had to dress like a girl, and I did. I wore one.
I understood you. You've got 4 points already, Stimpy. Stimpy and Peritage are the only ones that get 4 points
so far.
So far, but they haven't guessed why you.
Yeah, they're good shows to watch. Though.
Stimpy and Peritage already got my answer right. I dressed up like that because Novak won Wimbledon. Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
He didn't dress like, no one's gotten why he dressed like a girl.
Yeah, the second part of this is why did I dress like a girl? I wore a dress for an entire hour show. A dress. I had a girl's hat on, if I remember correctly. No, I had a headband. I had a girl's headband. I had one of your tennis dresses, and you threw it away because you didn't want to wear it again. Isn't that right? Yeah. So I had bracelet on. I dressed like a female, straight up. It's out there. You can see it now. It's just about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, Rodrigo's got it. I think it was here.
What Justin bet? Is that one? Yes, he got it.
Yeah. So, what's his name?
He got it.
Rodrigo got it.
Yeah, Rodrigo got it.
He got the rest of the points, half of the points.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna announce it. It's been long enough.
Okay.
All right, so Carla had to dress like, or not dress like, but she had to paint Novak Djokovic all over her face. We used non-staining marker. We made sure it was safe. I know Rajesh out there wanted to make sure that her skin. Rajesh is a dear friend. Carla and Rajesh are really close. Wayne Chi as well. Michael Walker out there. B Doggo too. A lot of you guys, but nonetheless, and I think it's great. You guys think like you let all these all these dudes talking to your wife all the time. I mean, I think it's great. I'm definitely not a jealous brother. This is tennis and this is friends, and I don't give a darn about that. I think it's great, honestly. She had to dress like Novak Djokovic or paint herself up like that because she predicted that Novak Djokovic would not win Wimbledon, and he did. I had to dress like a girl because I indicated that Sabalenka.
And Wayne Chi has got it right because Justin bet that Sabalenka to advance further than Osaka. But it was Serena, actually.
No, they had it right.
It was Sabalenka.
No, it was right. Sabalenka and Osaka. That was the bet.
Would go further than.
Correct. That was the bet. I remember it. I had to dress like a girl. And
further than Serena.
I felt so uncomfortable here sitting for like an hour. I felt like really kind of weird. But it
had nothing to do with Bianca Andreescu.
No, it was. I bet, and if I go back in time and I'm wrong, but I remember it. I did it. But it was. I bet that Sabalenka would go further than Osaka, and she did not. So that's it, everyone. Look,
we have a winner.
Oh, who's the winner?
Well, I don't know if we're still on. Yeah, we are.
We should be.
And the winner is V Savage. Said he had to go, but Wayne Wildlife has the most points still. 10 points.
Beast mode. Congratulations on the win, guys. Have a really
Wildlife was the winner. Are we doing anything? Or?
We'll do whatever he wants. He knows us pretty well. So
send me an email, Wildlife.
Send us an email. We'll make it happen. Strings, Y-Tech shirt. You want a 5K tennis shirt? We'll make it happen. We'll PayPal you whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That was a great
Send
time.
me an email. You got my email ready, Wildlife.
Let's go. All right, guys. Please be safe. Stay up. Stay positive. And we will see you. Do we have lessons tomorrow?
Yes, we do. We're busy tomorrow.
I think in the afternoon. I think
we're
we have
busy
some lessons.
tomorrow.
So I'll put a post out there to foreshadow the next time we're here, which will be obviously in the next day or two. But you'll see as it comes out.
He had 10 points. So even with the 4 points that you guys got on top of that, you came in short with 9 points, Peritage.
And we'll have another contest next time.
And Stippy came in at 8 points.
Let's go. Take care. Be strong. Much love. Try to do something kind for someone today, whether it's a phone call.
Can you read the classified? What do you mean?
We got to roll. I got to get my food off the stove. I've been cooking. Let's go. Got 5 children upstairs. I got to eat. Take care. Peace out.
Bye.
Much love. Vamos. Let's go. Let's get down. Let's roll. Boom.
Yes, great comeback for sure.